On the Mexican border with coyotes and illegal immigrants, what more do I need to say to you? Donald Trump. I do not support that nigga. I was lying. That was a joke. He sounded real Trump-like with his title. Big Dog's out to eat live now on Tommy G. Go get that, nigga.
Cafeteria just rapping. Kept my foot on the gas, then I pressed down, then I caught traction. Got all stage.
I streamed it.
Hey, there's border patrol. Literally, our hearts are racing.
Is the Crucible Knight the invisible one on a fucking horse?
The line separating the United States and Mexico. Every day, people risk their lives to make it to the U.S.
Or is it the one where you go into the circle?
In 2014, the United States declared a border crisis, and it's since become a central political theme with figures like Donald Trump using the border as a primary focus of his 2016 campaign. In the last year, we had a record-setting 1.5 million people attempt to cross the border. That record was nearly doubled, with 2.7 million people attempting to cross over. As a journalist, I needed to make a stop at the border town of
damn
to get a boots on the ground look. Here we go.
I thought this was about immigration.
Hashtag attempting to cross over. As a journalist, I needed to make a stop.
She hiding a couple niggas in that ass. No cap.
The border town of Eagle Pass,
that shit fake
Texas,
as fuck.
to get a boots on the ground look. Here we go.
Today we're on the border of Texas and Mexico. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Ding,
just about
ding.
to cross over into Coyotes Illegal
Ding, nigga.
Mexico, and today we're exploring the story of immigration. We're going to be talking to coyotes, trying to visit a safe house, talking to immigrants, citizens, potentially law enforcement, all of the characters that are in this complex story of immigration. Our guide for the trip is Cheddar Blanco, a rapper from Eagle Pass, San Antonio.
Can you please make that ass clap for a toast of smooth? Please.
He's making moves, and he's also helping us around on some of these treacherous waters that we're navigating. So we're crossing the Piedras Negras. What can you tell us about this?
What did you just call me?
I'll say Piedras Negras has a lot of poverty. People call this baby Mexico, like an Eagle Pass, but really it's like a whole different world over here. Well, it's just harder over here. It's just harder for people out here. Y'all are gonna see it firsthand. As soon as we cross, it's a whole nother world, bro.
Don't worry. One of them is gonna unfollow, if not all of them.
And, you know, even like government
it's
themselves.
normal.
There's a lot of people over here just driving around with guns. It looks like a war zone out here, basically.
How do you think these people feel about America? Do you think is America a place they want to be?
Yeah, for sure. They'd love to move out here.
Of course.
If someone can live in Piedras Negras, come over.
You see what happens when, You see what happens when immigrants come over to America? How much shit they make happen? The work ethic, because they got shit. They came over here for a fucking reason, but a nigga like me, oh my god, I don't know what to do. We spoiled over here.
Here and do a fast
These
food
niggas
job and go back at night.
Really have nothing, and they come over here and put that fucking work in.
That's gonna change their family's life.
So if you look at what people have to,
that's what I love about
cross to get here.
immigrants.
There's barbed wire in the kind of in the weeds right there. People drown in the Rio Grande, right?
Like
For some
that.
reason, it's kind of a
I
treacherous
can never
river.
replace Bruce in life.
There's spots where it's more shallow. There's spots where like it's easier for them. But it's
not
still
even
hard,
my
bro.
mission.
It's just crazy to me to think that a couple hundred feet can be the difference between poverty and a life that's a little bit better.
You saw I was a 59-month sub to that nigga. I've been here. I grew up alongside the nigga. Damn near. Parasocially, of course. The fuck is that for?
El usa en la cama también. We thought we were getting
puts that in his
pasta, and
dick
then
hole and
we made a
squirts the
sex
air
joke,
inside
and we were
it.
good. So humor crosses all borders, folks.
They're straight trying to hustle us, bro.
You think that's what it was?
He was like,
He has the little nigga picture.
Yeah, bullshit.
got the
He's
little
trying to
nigga
tax
pic.
us. I know what
Of
impressives are. I don't like them here. I don't like them in the United States either. And that's just because their salary's so low, just to bolster what they do.
Bro, exactly.
I wanted to know how Mexican locals felt about America. Is it still viewed as the land of opportunity? Did they believe
shit
in the
to some
hope of the
immigrants,
American
bro.
dream? So I went to a town just over the
But
border.
if they
to
living
talk
like
to
normal
some
people,
Hola, me
they're
llamo
cool.
Tomás y estoy aquí con Rolando. Mucho gusto.
Does he know Spanish? Is he Hispanic?
Con mucho gusto.
¿Cómo es
He's a white
vida
nigga.
en Piedras Negras? Pues la vida aquí en Piedras Negras, joven, pues primeramente antes de todo, pues la seguridad es muy tranquila, aquí tienen muy buena
What the fuck? Gift. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub from Gift.
¿Qué piensas sobre
Appreciate him very
América?
much.
¿Es un lugar
Thank you.
que quieres vivir?
For adding slugs to
No quieres.
LVD.
Pienso que hay más oportunidades ahí que aquí. ¿Por qué?
Es mejor pagado, Allá hay más oportunidades que aquí.
So many gifts.
Por renta aquí, ¿cuánto cuesta por mes?
2,000, 3,000 pesos.
Say like gift like 8 times in
En un hotel me cobran 500 pesos diarios.
Immigration
pesos.
ilegal es un viaje muy peligroso, ¿sí? ¿Conoces gente que hacen el viaje?
Sí,
Of course he does.
Tengo amigos ahorita que están en San Antonio, en Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Sí, soy de Wisconsin. Hay gente en Estados Unidos piensa que
I can't tell if someone's telling him what to say. I think he just knows Spanish. That's fire.
Estados Unidos es el lugar muy peor
El peor país
y horrible.
No es cierto porque yo trabajo allá.
¿Qué es tu trabajo?
Amazon be funny in Twitch.
Sí,
Gifting.
la vida aquí que allá con los salarios aquí. Que aquí suben más la comida que los salarios. Hay mucha gente.
What he say?
Que aquí suben más
You're the higher the price on the food rather than the sell.
Que se pasa para allá.
No quieren trabajar.
Que están, ándale, sí. Hay más oportunidades que aquí.
Le dan food stamps, le dan de comida, le dan casa,
Todo,
le dan dinero, le dan todo. y
Bro,
no quieren
immigrants
trabajar.
are going to work.
Allá hay más oportunidades.
They have to work. They're really like thankful for the opportunity to do some shit. Very.
¿Tienes un mensaje para la gente?
Que Dios me los cuide.
Who's gonna be called gift? I don't fucking know. I never seen a nigga with the name.
Salir adelante, pues hay que trabajar, va, para que ver el resultado, echarle ganas.
El mensaje es que todos tenemos que estar unidos para poder salir adelante. Porque si no nos unimos entre todos, nunca vamos a salir adelante.
Hello, ¿cómo está?
I wish I knew Spanish.
Thank you.
Cause you know I fuck with the. You know I'm talking to Latinas daily. You know what I'm doing.
We're in the car right now. Gonna meet our contact.
I need to
and then go
to
the
add that
safe
to the
house.
repertoire.
First we gotta pass inspection. They gotta
That
make sure that we're
repertoire.
not snitches.
You feel me?
Not, cops. And then we're gonna
Need to learn how to roll
we're
my
gonna pull
R
up.
so I
See
eat
you guys in a
coochie
second.
better. For sure.
All right, we're here in where's this, a trap house. We're gonna talk to some fellas that are in the business of moving people.
Yeah, I'm talking about immigrants of every nationality too.
Trying, big
They
dog.
all come here to work. That's why they want them to be doctors and shit. That's why they always do that.
So how would you describe
This is
yourself?
cute.
What's your role or occupation?
Money's a motivation, right? That describes me, money.
Okay.
What am I? Money.
What part do you play in that story of immigration?
Well, immigration, like, we're border babies. We were grown in the border. We know everything, like, how shit goes. It's like, even if you don't want to know, it's just the border shit's going on, you feel me?
I was looking at the
You're gonna
numbers. So
see
this
it,
year
no.
is a record of immigration in the United States. 2.7 million people have come across the border. A lot from
God damn.
No, just across the border. Period. A lot from Venezuela,
Yeah, not like
Colombia. What are you seeing?
fucking
Like, what is the primary reason you see people
infiltrators.
cross the border?
But shit, like, when I first got out,
Just
like,
niggas
6 months
scrolling.
ago, they were over there in on the Hondureños, man. The Honduras from Haiti and all that shit. They were like black people, but they don't know English.
That was the
That happened
caravan.
in Del Rio, way. They had like 1,500 people, way. Right here in Quemado, they caught like 600-700, and that happens all the time, way. Like,
What are people's primary motivation for coming here? What do they think they're gonna find in the
shit,
United
they're
States?
just not what they think. I could tell you that much, cause niggas think it's sweet over here. It's
Filipino
different
household
for them
life and
because, you know
can't
what I'm saying?
speak.
Like, they're already coming, and like,
To,
they don't know what's out here. Like,
I
they
can't
know
say
what
that
their
fucking
family
word.
tells them, what they see on the TV,
Tagalog.
what they see on the news, you know? And they think,
Fuck
like, oh, I'm
Tagalog.
border and I'm gonna get rich, but it's not
Tagalog?
like a one big
Tagalog?
thing, you know? The way it's supposed to be is like a week, you'll be where you're supposed to be. But the way it's set up right now, like, it's so fucked up. There's a lot of people stealing people, like, you know, doing weird shit. There's a lot of people that don't pick up all the standards.
How tough is the journey to get
And I
here?
stopped
Let's say
at
I was
Bonjour.
illegal, I was in Mexico.
I
How do I
wish.
go about getting here? Is it dangerous?
I wish I had a fucking language in my family. Imagine just you have a language you could just speak in, and you go to another language. Like y'all missed the opportunity. Y'all missed the opportunity. You shouldn't feel bad for it, but can't relate. I would have took it.
Usually when I was in Mexico and I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't even want to cross, fam.
Talk to me in
It's so
Somali and I speak
peaceful, like,
English.
sometimes it's easy, yeah.
Is it dangerous to come here? Like, is it a risky, scary, like, is it a journey that...
It's just the world itself is a dangerous place. You don't have to be in a certain location. Like, even in the richest parts, like, some shiesty shit could go down.
So do you feel like you're helping people, or do you feel like, hey, I'm just a businessman? Just...
Nah, at first, I was like...
Wait,
I'm
he's
not
helping
going
people
to
hop the
Japan,
border?
but then, like, you start meeting...
He's doing a great thing.
Like, and I tell them what it is. Like, hey, what's up?
You're
Like,
my
why'd you end
fourth
up here?
language,
Like,
my
what's
brain.
going on? Because we found people, too.
Just
Like,
didn't
and
wanna
then
learn.
we'll be at the park balling, playing basketball. Some nigga walk up to
Teen
us,
and
talking about, you know,
childhood,
what a
god
tree check.
damn.
Because, look, to cross you gotta hire somebody that knows people. First, let's say they're coming from Honduras. They gotta cross through a bunch of fucking checkpoints in Mexico. And that by itself, just to get to Honduras, to here to Piedras, is gonna cost them about $5,000. And here to San Antonio, which is 2 hours drive, that's gonna cost them at least another $5,000.
So for someone that's dirt poor,
Italian, German, Portuguese, English, Spanish. What the fuck?
Believe me when I told you, and I still don't believe them. The people that already crossed, they help the
How do
people
you
that
even get
crossed.
into
so
that?
The niggas that are over here and have bread,
Dedication.
money to someone, they'll finance them.
So they'll get a
It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
So someone will get like a construction job and send money back home to finance
Yeah, like let's say somebody's brother, he needs the bread, so he's gonna pay
get
for
over
his brother.
there.
When his brother's up there, he's gonna be paying them off because they already have it lined up, or they already have a job. But what an American can do for them today is just
Brooke,
drive
watch
from
your
here.
fucking mouth
So
talking.
it depends, cause look, a lot
Stop
of
talking
people
like
do
that.
it for $1,000 each person.
wherever they want to go up.
Stop calling me your fucking grandpa.
But what is your role with what you do? Like, are you taking people from Mexico to Texas? Or are you taking people within the states?
Within the states.
How often do you make that journey?
Rarely.
Just when you need cash, you kind of go do it? And is it pretty much you're just praying that the cops don't pull you over and you just...
It's not praying, it's just don't think about it.
How old are you, roughly?
I'm 15.
Okay, how did you get into this game?
Comes to me.
They're from Honduras?
You down there? If they're not from here, you down there?
Portuguese, Spanish are like different flavors.
Hola,
or something.
hola, me llamo Tomás. Soy
Yeah, they're like
con...
similar.
Okay, ¿y de dónde eres?
Venezuela.
Let's take you up to speed on the story of our two immigrant friends, Lionel and Pastor.
I didn't know
To
Italian
get
was similar
here from
to
Venezuela,
Portuguese.
they traveled the last 2 months
Strange.
largely on foot. This is them walking through the jungle, on a boat, and making some friends.
Escucho que en Venezuela que hay un crisis, ¿sí? Uno de tres personas no tiene acceso a agua y comida. Es la verdad.
Correcto.
¿Qué es la situación en Venezuela?
Gobierno.
The
El gobierno
government
nos roba
steals
todo
all
el
the
dinero
money.
de allá de nuestras naciones.
No hay trabajo, no hay
Thank
comida.
fucking God I was
Medicina,
born in
los
America.
Describe
Holy shit.
el líder de Venezuela.
Es un dictador. Él no,
El presidente es un dictador allá que no deja que uno progrese. Todas las empresas las ha apropiado.
se apropia todo.
Muchos se han ido por eso, pues, porque no dejan
He
que...
controls everything. He won't let anybody get further in life.
¿Cómo
Jesus.
vives aquí? Like, ¿tienes una casa para dormir? Like, ¿cómo survive?
En el tren, tenemos 3 días que no hemos comido hasta hoy.
God damn.
Frío, no
Ya
hemos
no,
comido
ya
ni
no,
nada.
mucho frío, el frío me está enfermando ya.
¿Cómo fue tu viaje de Venezuela de aquí? Like, ¿cuántos días? Like, ¿necesita un guía?
Principalmente el guía de nosotros fue el que está allá arriba, el rey de reyes,
Never
Dios.
went out of my way to learn.
El primer viaje
You
que
just
tomamos
learn
fue
them
la
shits.
selva del Darién, no sé si la has escuchado. Duramos 2 días y medio caminando la selva.
Queda entre Panamá y Colombia esa selva, para poder cruzar hacia Panamá.
Muchas personas muertas porque se lo llevó el río. De ahí pasamos para Panamá. Panamá vinimos viajando en buses.
Bro, that's how you know you just to be over here is so amazing. They come over here risking their lives, literally risking their lives. Like it's life or death. They gonna get here for the opportunity, or they might die. Like, bro, that's insane.
Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala y México.
¿Qué fue la parte más peligroso o duro o difícil sobre el viaje?
South America is done anyway.
¿Por qué?
Nos bajan de los buses, nos rompen el permiso. Y nosotros la verdad hemos caminado kilómetros y kilómetros. Ya me empezó un dolor aquí en la rodilla.
Casi todo México lo hemos transitado caminando, si no agarramos el tren y en el tren corremos.
I heard some crazy shit going on in Brazil right
Los
now.
carteles nos roban.
Antier se nos
And then the
bajó un
cartel
amigo,
shit going
antier.
crazy too right now. Somewhere.
Vamos a
Well,
saltar
that's
esto,
right.
compramos comida y cuando tienes comida podemos hablar un poco más, ¿ok? Let's get them food first.
Hey, get these
Puede
niggas some
pedir,
food,
pero
please.
cada
Please.
two quieres en el menu. So we're going
Give
back
these
to
niggas
meet the
some
two
food,
Venezuelan
please.
boys. And initially our plan was to bring them back to the Airbnb and let them sleep there.
See, I like this,
But after
Tommy.
talking to a couple locals here, they were like,
I
hell
like
no.
this.
Some of them said this is a
Good
5 to 10 year potential sentence if we do that. To me, it is so crazy to think that giving someone a place that is warm to sleep for one night to give them a little bit of relief.
Yeah, that's
from this
fucked up.
2-month
You can
journey
get-
that they've experienced. Like they've experienced hell in these last 2 months. They hadn't eaten in 3 days. They were wandering around.
The Brazilian Congress just got invaded by protesters along the scene. Jesus Christ. God damn. That's what they tried to do on January something.
Cold.
That's what they tried to do over here. These fucking idiots over here tried to do that.
And
They
tired.
was tweaking over here.
And all of us were on board
I don't know what's
to bring
going
them
on
back
over
to
there.
the place. to let them sleep. Let's give them a bed. Let's give them showers. Fear's kind of winning out on this one. Although it'd be a great gift to give them, is not worth 5 to 10 years. You could get put in a cage for doing what you think is totally the right thing. Helping 2 people.
How am I gonna get put in a cage for helping these niggas out? When did you throw them in the cage? I'm from here.
Imagine if you were lost, you were in some foreign, unknown place, hungry and cold. It was illegal to help you. Like, you would just hope that someone would help you. So we're gonna get them some supplies that at the very least they stay warm another night. Keegan, any thoughts?
I'm kind of with you on that. It's just, you know, that you can't do the right thing because it'll put us away and, you know, kind of compromise our position.
Miguel.
I was on board with it, but
Miguel was gung ho, dude.
Yeah.
He ripped his jacket off.
I'm rooting for them, but I mean, we can't to a full extent, you know.
Miguel's parents are from Mexico. What would your parents say if we got caught doing this?
I feel like my dad would be like, "Hey, let's go!" Like
cheering for you.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, like I with that," but you know, he'd still be like, "You're done," you know.
We're gonna go get supplies for these guys. We're gonna go try and find them. So these guys are trying to get to Chicago, so they are going to be hurting if they don't have some warmth. So yeah, let's get them some food.
That would be fucking insane. Fucking, that would be insane. So that's what's happening in Brazil? Like, what the fuck? We don't like you? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You're going to jail.
Y nos pescan, son 5 o 10 años para todos los cabrones aquí. Mira, como quieran le compró comida, le compró algo para dormir.
Quiero darte un lugar a dormir, pero es 10 años. So es muy loco que es un regla, pero tengo cosas para tú. Hey, there's Border Patrol. Literally, our hearts are racing, dude. Okay, let's get this thing going. And that they...
Hombre, lo deseamos que sí la hacen, lo deseamos que sí ganen un trabajo, lo deseamos que estamos
Give them the rest of the plastic.
Ustedes van a trabajar duro y deseamos que encuentren lo que encuentren.
Is there any way to get better for you guys,
telefono, okay?
Like, what can you do?
Escuchar sobre tu
if it's turned into a dictatorship or some crazy shit, like, I don't know what y'all can do.
What the f***, dude? When that Border Patrol passed, I was like... But dude, he said
they playing a scary game. If I'm Border Patrol, I already know what you're doing. You're handing people foods and shit. Like, I seen you, bro. You're going to fucking jail, buddy.
Over here, they're probably like used to them passing. And earlier they said, bro, there's so many of them around here. Border Patrol passed, and they already know they're illegal, but they kind of just ignore
them. Like,
there's just
they do.
So many of them out here, bro. That's what they're saying.
I don't know if it's because I'm cold or nervous, but I have the shakes.
You got them top and bottom thermal.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll be toasty in that sleeping bag, bro, like you said.
They have all those layers.
The fact that you got them 2 sleeping bags, like, dude, they're golden, dog. They're gonna go to
nothing just over. I hope you can escape. Jesus Christ.
I was real nervous, bro. My Spanish was all up because
God damn.
Were you scared about border control?
Bro, straight up, but when he said, no, they won't come back, I remember what they just told me.
He looped around and came back, and then they came back again, and we were just like...
The first time I saw him, I'm like, oh, shit.
I hope you can find a way out
them some supplies from
of that
Walmart.
bullshit.
Lionel and Pastor were picked up by the Border Patrol. They were stripped of their belongings and deported back to Mexico. Their hope is to cross again and make it to Cleveland or Chicago, where they can find factory work through their Venezuelan friends and contacts that have already made the trip. At the time of posting this
video, because we be over here talking about a lot of dumb shit, like a lot of just retarded shit.
They are still stuck in Mexico.
Like
their only option is to save up about $2 grand and find a good coyote that can help them cross again. This story made me realize how lucky I am simply to have been born in the United States, a place with
That's
great
what I was thinking.
opportunity
Thank
and standard
God
of living
I was born.
comparatively. I did nothing to earn my American
I did
status.
nothing. I was
just
born.
lucky that my parents
Great
had me.
RNG.
I wish the best for Lionel and Pastor and think about the millions of people in similar situations to them.
We've taken you across the border to talk to people. We took you to a place where people transport, you know, we met some guys that transport folks, and now we met some actual immigrants. And so we might do a part 2 on this someday, because I think there's enough to do many stories on this. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.
Flipping shit like the bitch need a makeover. They ain't never wanna believe in me. Now they watch as I take over. By the Sprite, then I pour the deuce in it. So nah, it ain't the same soul. Sip walk or I sip tech.
A lot of people need to see this type stuff, bro. Because when they start saying shit about like immigrants and how about what's going on and shit, like they're not seeing the human behind it. Like they just say shit. But they don't see these people as humans and shit. Like, That's the problem. So they need to see shit like this to understand. But I'm not just agreeing like bring everybody over. I'm just saying I feel like people deserve a chance at least. Especially when I'm hearing in Brazil is going on and shit. I hope you like seen like what's going on and you feel empathy now. Like you feel something for them because it's getting fucked up out there. And we're really blessed to be in America. You had great RNG. We got here great RNG. Unless I mean if you're born in poverty, it's still better than it could be anywhere else. Come on, it's America, bro. The greatest. The greatest. I'll be safe. Be thankful. Be blessed. Happy New Year. I'm late. Fuck it. Happy New Year.